Children have a voice. Listen to them. Children face difficulties in life. Help them. Children need to feel safe. Protect them. Children need good role models. Lead them. Children are the future. Cherish them. On this World Children's Day, let us pledge to protect, listen, and improve the welfare of our children, empowering them to live peaceful and productive lives. And on that note, we're happy you could join us for another educational edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. Stay with us as we take you through another well-anticipated half hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All children deserve positive parenting. Why not pamper us? Be patient with us. Make time to teach us and, of course, play with us. Celebrate milestones with us and don't forget to be our #1 supporter. Do all these things and practice positive parenting today.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 20, 2024. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has signaled the government's intent to move towards the consolidation of payroll taxes into a single payroll tax deduction as part of long-awaited tax reform measures. He made the announcement during an economic policy statement on Tuesday, detailing a major growth plan for Jamaica in what he calls the next chapter, Pivot to Inclusive Growth. Other key initiatives being considered include urban renewal tax credit to attract private investments to underserved areas and accelerated tax write-offs that will incentivize businesses to modernize their facilities, retool, and adopt advanced technologies. In another move targeted at productivity, government is looking to ease the burden on small businesses by increasing the GCT threshold for them. Also being explored is the removal of taxes on tips to reward service excellence and productivity, particularly in sectors like hospitality and other service-based industries. The Prime Minister says a national infrastructure fund is also being looked at.
The focus of this administration is to move beyond plans and policies and to deliver tangible results for the Jamaican people. The time for talk has passed, and yes, the time for action is now.
These are among a range of policy changes expected to result from the 6 pillars in the Prime Minister's new growth plan for Jamaica, namely human capital development, economic diversification, infrastructure development, reducing red tape and bureaucracy, safety and security, and inclusive growth. The tagline for the new growth agenda is Aspire Jamaica. Aspire being an acronym for Access to Economic Opportunity for All, Safety and Security, People, Infrastructure, Reform of the Bureaucracy, and Economic Diversity.
This chapter is about bold action, shared responsibility, and unyielding ambition with visionary leadership. Together, we will create a Jamaica that is not only stable, but thriving.
Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, is inviting more experienced Jamaicans to start innovative businesses that will help to grow the economy and create wealth. Minister Hill made the call during a GIS think tank on Monday as he outlined activities to observe a Global Entrepreneurship Week from November 17 to 21.
I'm also encouraging people in their middle or prime of their career to say, this might be a time for me to start a business. This might be all this experience I have. I see a gap in the market. I see a service that is needed, not being supplied. I see a product that is wanted, and a product that is wanted not just in Jamaica, but the diaspora and other countries outside. I'm going to fill that gap.
Senator Hill also encourages entrepreneurs to participate in various activities being staged by his ministry during Global Entrepreneurship Week. These, he indicates, will provide insight and support business startup and export.
People in their 30s and 40s to go over to JBDC, go over to NCMAS Herald, say, look, I want to start a company, and this is the experience I bring.
Global Entrepreneurship Week is being observed under the local theme, Engaging MSMEs for Growth and Resilience. A renewed call is being made for greater private sector and community involvement in advancing Jamaica's education system. Portfolio Minister Senator Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon made the call during a recent sensitization school tour. Her stops included Paul Bogle and Morant Bay High Schools and Morant Bay Primary.
Government alone can't do everything. We have to have support. We have to have the private sector supporting us. We have to have the communities supporting us.
Minister Morris-Dixon points out that several private sector entities have made significant donations to 2 of the schools she visited, highlighting the positive impact of such partnerships on school resources and infrastructure. The Education Minister is also commending the dedication of teachers, lauding their commitment to students despite challenges in resource availability.
We have really great leaders in our schools who are doing extraordinary work. Many of the times the resources are not there, but they are doing a fantastic job.
The recently appointed minister's tour is part of her ongoing efforts to assess and improve conditions within the education system. The state-of-the-art solar water harvesting system in the Pleasant Valley, Thompson Town, Clarendon, has been hailed by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway as a successful venture that should be replicated. The system provides potable water for more than 1,500 residents and was established through a multi-agency partnership. Leading the effort for the project was the Clarendon Parish Development Committee's Benevolent Society, with technical support provided by the Clarendon Municipal Corporation and land donated by Jamalco. Funding was provided by the Environmental Foundation of Jamaica and the United Nations Development Fund, UNDP, through its Global Environmental Facility Small Grants Program. Crown Prince Haakon, who is a UNDP Goodwill Ambassador, toured the facility on Monday.
To have an opportunity to store water also for either a rainy day or a day that is very dry, or a period that is dry. So that is, of course, very important, that we have that water security. We hope that this is something that can be replicated also other places, because, of course, that is vital, that the water source is available.
The Crown Prince also toured the Rocky Point fishing village, where he interacted with government officials and community members, especially those involved in the fishing industry. His visit to the island from November 18 to 20 is part of a mission to promote climate resilience. And finally, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica says preparations are far advanced for the November 22 by-elections. The by-elections on Friday will decide the members of Parliament for the Trelawney Southern and St. Andrew Northwestern constituencies. It will also select councillors for the divisions of Morant Bay in St. Thomas Eastern and Aon Town in Clarendon Northern. The ECJ says 271 polling stations have been established and 74,700 electors are eligible to vote based on the May 31, 2024 voters list. Polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 5 p.m. The ECJ is reminding electors to take their voter ID card to the polling station. The Electoral Office of Jamaica is also urging electors who have not yet collected their voter ID cards to visit their constituency office ahead of the by-elections. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
It can be challenging for some parents to discipline their children, particularly teens, without being overly harsh. Listen up for these tips that are guaranteed to help with that.
teenagers, it's a little harder in some ways, and in other ways it's a little easier because they do understand the difference between right and wrong. It's clearer what are some of the things that they love, and you can remove those things. But one of the things that's really important with teenagers is really to take the time to make sure that they understand that their feelings and their opinions are valued. So in the moment, yes, I'm removing these things, but I'm also having a conversation with you about why you won't have access to these things for a particular period, right? We're explaining why this thing might be dangerous to you, whether or not you agree with it. I am the parent, right? This is where I am coming from. It really requires a conversation because ultimately what you want to teach them to do, is to reason and to think, right? You don't want to just be disciplining and you're not helping them to think through it and to use proper judgment and reasoning skills. And so those are some of the things that you can try.
If the child becomes stubborn, the child is more obstinate, and the child has a fixed mindset, if you will, that this is what he or she is going to continue to do, then you might need professional help. You might need to call the commission, or you might need to call a social worker or a guidance counselor to help for you, because sometimes parents don't have the language either to even explain why this behavior is wrong. And that causes friction. Once the friction starts, then we recommend that you get a third party involved because it could become worse.
Everyone has the right to freedom of expression, even our children.
My voice matters!
Every child has a right to speak up. It's not like they can stay quiet forever, and everything they have to say is important. So that's why I think my voice matters.
At school and at home, every child's voice should matter.
In this school, nobody is more and nobody is less.
Like teachers, my parents, they know who I am because they understand me and they know what I understand from what I don't.
I will encourage the students to do their best. I will say that even if they do not get something they want, they might get something even better.
When emotions are close to the surface and we contemplate on life, we will all remember the phrase, "A child shall lead them."
My voice matters!
Many primary schools, if not all, celebrate Boys' Day. It's a day geared towards providing one-on-one time between father and son, as well as teaching boys how to become upstanding men. It is also a fun day, where the boys get to relax and enjoy themselves by participating in competitions. Come with us as we revisit Boys' Day at George Headley Primary School. They can be curious, adventurous, talented, and sometimes a bit shy. They never refuse the opportunity to play, noisy most times, and bold. Overall, they are just boys being boys.
Welcome to Boys' Day at George Headley Primary School. Woo!
Boys' Day is a yearly activity for the school. It provides an exclusive environment for one-on-one time between fathers and sons, and even for fathers to reconnect with each other.
It's a wonderful thing, and I try to be here every year. I mean, I'm coming from work now, so yes, I want to sleep a bit, but I still have to come.
It's a joyous occasion. I love him to be here with me all the time. I always want him to be with me, and I hope he can be there again.
I grew up not knowing my father, even to this day. In a society where the fathers are ever absent more often of the time. So it's important that we as men, we try to be at the occasions and events where our boys will benefit and we can be there, where we can have some fun and just relax a bit.
According to Jason, the event over the years has fostered a closer relationship and greater respect for him from his sons, having an older son who also went to the school.
There's a great appreciation. They see that we are dedicated to their growth and development, and we just want to be a part of their lives all the step of the way. That's what I see, and I love that.
At George Headley Primary, the administrators believe it's important to expose our boys to information and activities that will help them become caring, confident, and responsible men.
We want you to go away learning something and putting whatever it is that you have learned into practice, because we want our boys to be real men of tomorrow.
The theme for the day was Good Boys, Better Men, Great Society.
Boys, I want to encourage you that if you really want to be a good boy and continue being a good boy, you have to be careful of a few things. So be careful of what you listen to. Be careful of what you look at. And this is the third one. Be careful of what you speak.
To become better men for a great society, the boys were also encouraged to take on leading roles when they get older, such as being a provider and protector for their family.
Are you willing to become a better man by working? I don't want you to sit on the corner. I don't want you to be smoking ganja and taking drugs and affecting your life. I want you to be a better man, and in that way, you can contribute to building the society.
With the lecture out of the way, the boys were all too eager to explore the different activities. In the spa room, they were treated to haircuts and mani and pedicures.
This is my very first experience, and I feel like this is very amazing. And my first time, this is one of the best things I've ever done. Trust me.
I feel very appreciated to be a boy, and I wish that my day couldn't be any better.
It feels good, really good.
It was a proud moment for the professionals who volunteered their time.
It's my first time celebrating with them. It's my privilege, however, to come out and give the boys a nice little grooming to let them feel special.
It's a good gesture, you know, because in this time of ages, we seem to losing the boys, so we need something like this to make them feel appreciated, that they can grow to be a better man for the community and society.
It was a very close competition for 5 teams of father and son as they demonstrated how well they know each other. At the end, it was a tie for Team Gilchrist and Team Powell, with both getting all 5 questions right.
You know, I have 3 sons that live here already, and we all involved in things like over the years. We participate in a lot of things together. We banter, we play sports together, we compete a lot in football, track and field together. We go to a lot of things together.
To be honest, it's a bond from birth. You understand me? So it's natural, because being that he's been around me since he was born. He sees what I see, he sleeps when I sleep, he eats when I eat most of the time. So it's something that's basically just comes natural for me.
It was also a proud moment for little Dominic, whose father helped him win the kite competition.
It's my only boy, so you know the feeling is great. Being here with him, enjoying the day with him.
And it was a day well spent for the boys, experiencing the positive attributes of a father and getting the tools to model that in their adult years.
I just want to say, Judge and me need to continue moving this way and move strong. because it will do a lot for the rest of the boys in the different generations.
The school has been doing a great thing for over years, and I am so happy that I am one of them now that is here and can be participating in the activities.
Data from the Fatherless Boys Foundation indicates that the psychological effects of childhood experiences can have an outsized impact on who children become later in life. Listed among the psychological impacts of growing up without a father are that boys are more likely to be aggressive, depressed, have low self-esteem, and do poorly in schools. Boys are also more likely to be incarcerated, use drugs, and commit suicide. So how can fathers prevent these outcomes?
It's very important so the fathers can get to know more about their son, what they like, what they hate, if they're mad about anything, they can just talk to their father about it.
The best part to do is to constantly keep them motivated, constantly being encouraging them to do what is good, what is right, you understand, and these are the activities that does that.
Whether it's your son, your daughter, or whatever, but try to be there because it's an uplifting feeling and it gives them courage and it gives them strength.
Don't run them, don't shun them, just be involved with them, be around.
That smile on their faces and preserve their innocence. Cherish the moments you have with them and create the best memories. Let's inspire our children to dream big and work hard to achieve all they aspire to be. Take the time to listen to our children and really hear their side of the story. Our children deserve love and the right to access their basic needs. Do your part and protect our children.
The transition from GSAT to PEP also brought about a change in schools' syllabus and curriculum. The Dunrobin Christian Academy is building out on that change, instituting a program for its grade 6 students to create their own products, helping them develop their entrepreneurial minds. Let's take a look at what they have been doing.
Donuts, gummy bears, airheads, juices, smoothies.
Nice sweet treat with the biggest beat. That's our slogan.
This is so awesome, truly delicious and nutritious.
I'm just really excited. I think all schools should do this.
The 6th grade students of Dunrobin Christian Academy in Kingston were out with enthusiasm, eager to sell their goods and enjoy the rewards of their hard work.
You can have it for $600 where you get almost everything you want in it. I am the leader of my group called Fruitful Delights, where we delight you with a variety of natural juices and natural smoothies. Today we have available juices such as Straw Blue, Cherish, and Pine and Ginger. And we also have smoothies to this side where you have blueberry, strawberry, or you could customize your own smoothie for the variety of spices.
The concept is part of the Ministry of Education course known as Resource and Technology, specially designed to teach students business management.
So we modified it a bit and we call it Business and Technology. And And this allows us to teach the children early skills in developing business, how to do a business plan, and what are the things that would be required to set up a successful business. And then we decided to actually allow them to have some practical based on the theory that they have been doing.
Students were faced with an exhilarating challenge. They must carefully select prices to ensure that by the end of the day, they earn more than they spend, to ensure their business is profitable and has the potential to be sustainable.
I price based on the cost for the ingredients, the time it takes, and taking in fact the profit. Well, it all depends on how much we buy the ingredients for. So for like strawberry, which contains a lot more expensive ingredients like strawberries and blueberries, we tend to increase the price so we can make back more profit.
Whether they made a profit or not, the focus was on having fun and savoring the experience of being their own bosses of the day.
I feel like this is a chance for me to get a feel of the business world, so if I do decide to pursue this in the future, I'll already know how it's supposed to be. So here we have gummy pencils, and then we have some grizzly, like the Ben one, the round candy, the sour ones. We have some grizzly, we have some marshmallow, some bear, and some pizza.
Well, I feel pretty amazing as this can help people who are in the heat and just really need something to quench their thirst. This is our healthy morning breakfast. This contains of straw of watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe, blueberries, and a side of yogurt.
I feel good because all the customers come in and they buy the seeds and they earn the money that we need to get to put everything together.
I feel inspired, I'm happy. I'm glad to know that all these children are getting a taste of something sweet, something delicious.
This was conceptualized in a very short period of time, very, very short. And we really and truly did not expect the outcome. But of course, what we are seeing today, is a testament of the hard work, being integrated in the program to make it a success. I feel very good, and I feel, that going forward, they're going to excel in the different areas, and I am certain we're going to have some entrepreneurs from this group.
Taxi, bus driver, Batman, Olada, Markex, and Honda. Where are FIFA? Where are they? So stop! Decided say, children crossing the speed on them. When they see a pedestrian crossing, just stop. Don't drive past them. Rotate the time for slow down. Cut the speed on the up and go. Motorists, please look out for us when we're crossing the road.
This is where we close the pages on today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. But be sure to join us tomorrow on this same station for another program that is geared to keep you in the know. Until then, visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for this and all other happenings. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry, leaving you with this quote. The first happiness of a child is knowing that they are loved. See you next time.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.